Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher the time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born, we paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws, this is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws, this is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Something coming, I can feel it. Deep down in my spirit. Revolution, it's a new day. Time to redefine the limits. So vivid, I can see it. So loud, I can hear it. So they calling me a madman, but the future belongs to the fearless. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. We about to set the tone, we about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. We on a new elevation, we came here to shatter the mold. We gon' shatter the mold. Yeah, we about to set the tone, we about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah, we on a new elevation, we came here to shatter the mold. Yeah, I know you hear it, I know you see it. We got a fearless, we got a genius, we got defiance, we got a beacons, we got a true believers. Yeah, greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Greatness.
Red alert, time, shine a light down. smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising.
Hello and welcome to WWE's Night of Blood Money. I mean Champions Wrestling Talk Show with Mr. Rock Jones and
Sean Ryan Smith is bringing you our reactions to Night of Champions from the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, in front of 13,000 for the WWE Universe in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
we had 7 matches in total. No match added to the pre-show, which has been the norm going on for a couple of months at the minute. But the first match, surprisingly, although maybe not surprising when we saw what happened later, was the tournament final match to crown the new World Heavyweight Champion.
As Seth Freaky Rollins of Monday Night Raw took on SmackDown's AJ Styles.
Now, under the rules of this tournament, despite being on SmackDown, if AJ Styles was to win this match, he would be transferred over to Monday Night Raw.
So the match got underway with the usual offense.
Oh yeah, this was about 20 minutes of fantastic wrestling with 2 of the best at the moment
On the current roster.
And then what do we see? We see big moves such as a suplex into a corner reverse DDT, modified neck breaker,
An attempt into a Styles plan.
an attempted phenomenal forearm, of course, which then got changed into a suicide dive on the outside.
Yeah.
However, that's where something started to change because Seth Rollins, quote, tweaked his knee.
He did. Which was a bit absurd.
And Styles managed to get the calf crusher into position. However, Rollins managed to escape it. Then AJ Styles decided to take a leaf out of someone else's playbook by doing a Pele kick into a pedigree.
Triple H.
For a 2 count, and Seth Rollins delivered a super kick. Not be the first one of those we would see in the evening. And despite his knee given away on the first attempt at stomp, Rollins was able to perform a pedigree and a stomp to become the new World Heavyweight Champion, and following the match was presented the title by the Chief Content Officer, Triple H.
Yes, and it was nice to see how far that Seth has come since his days in NXT all those years ago.
Now, whilst it was unclear on the build to this match, it is now known, and we will make it clear, this World Heavyweight Championship, whilst sharing the name, does not share the same history as the World Heavyweight Championship that was active in WWE between the years of 2002 and 2013.
This title is completely separate. Next we move.
But does look like a child of the other championship.
Oh yes, it does. It does. Now, as we are in Saudi Arabia, we have a women's match.
Well,
but
yeah.
unfortunately, because they're in Saudi Arabia, they're not allowed to show any skin. So, our next match was the man of the present era, Becky Lynch, against the man of the Attitude Era, WWE Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus.
You sure it was Becky Lynch and not Kill Bill?
Yeah, because what we're referring to, Becky came out in a bodysuit that was similar to one of the Kill Bill characters by Quentin Tarantino.
This was essentially 15 minutes of two top women going at it. It's amazing how 4 years, roughly, from her last singles match and 17 years on from her retirement from full-time competition, Trish Stratus has still got it.
She has indeed.
And was able to hang with Becky Lynch for the majority of the match, including hitting big moves like the chip kick, which,
And going for a numerous attempts of satisfaction.
because Lynch would hit the backstroke and Lynch would also go for the manhandle slam, aka the rock bottom, aka the bookend.
So Becky hits it, but
first time Trish countered it into the sharpshooter.
She did.
Then hit the chip kick for a near fall. Becky Lynch got the disarmer onto Stratus, Then the second attempt at the manhandle slam connected, but Trish was too close to the ropes.
She was.
And then Trish got outside of the ring and appeared to be looking for something underneath the ring. Well, while the referee is slightly preoccupied, Zoe Stark appears from under the ring.
And hits her finisher on Becky Lynch, breaking her nose.
The Z360, or Z360.
That's it, yeah. That's it, yeah. Z360, breaking Becky's nose and throwing it back in the ring.
Allowing Trish Stratus to hit Stratusfaction and pick up the 3 count. Now, if WWE would like to do consistent and booking that makes sense, following of what happened, and especially when what happened when Becky decided to confront the 2 on Raw, the next logical step is to bring Lita back into this situation because she will have a bone to pick with Trish as well. And do a tag team match of Becky Lynch and Lita versus Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark. But then again, this is WWE we're talking about. Since when do they do anything the logical way?
Our next match was the man formerly known as Walter, but now known as Gunther, putting his Intercontinental Championship on the line against Mustafa Ali.
Not going to spend a lot of time on this because it was predictable, but also wasn't too bad of a match.
No, Mustafa Ali surprisingly got some offenses in, and surprisingly got a few near falls.
But the ultimate winner of the match, and still Intercontinental Champion, the Ring General, Gunther.
Next, we move on to our second women's match, the Raw Women's Championship, as Asuka took on Bianca Belair, as Bianca Belair was on the line against Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, despite the fact that both these women are on SmackDown.
Yes, this was a WrestleMania rematch. Of course, Asuka decided to go heel a few weeks ago by misting Bianca Belair. My problem with this isn't the fact that these aren't 2 great workers, they are. And my complaint with this is probably my one complaint with Triple H since he took over as head/creative control of WWE, is that the booking of the women has been a bit weird. Because whilst the match was going to be fine and decent, story is just not really there.
No.
But anyway, we had Asuka deliver kicks to Bianca Belair's arms. Belair would deliver a spine buster and handspin moonsault. Asuka attempted the Asuka lock, but Belair countered into a pin for the near fall. Towards the end, Asuka would attempt the Green Mist onto Belair, but Belair would duck out of the way. Then we had a very sneaky and interesting method here, which I don't think I've seen before.
Which is?
Asuka would then spray the mist onto her hand slash fingers, and while Bianca Belair went for the KOD, Asuka essentially got her hand slash fingers into Bianca's eyes
with the mist still on the hand to blind her,
and delivered a two roundhouse kicks to get the 3 count and become the new Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown.
Yeah, again, that seems to be my body of not accepting.
And ending Bianca's record as the longest reigning champion at 420 days.
And now we go on to our next match for the SmackDown Women's Championship as two Raw female superstars. And Rhea Ripley defends the championship against Natalya, but Rhea Ripley had an equalizer in her corner.
Equalizer? I called it a second. Don't hold your breath. It was a complete and utter squash.
Basically, bell rings, Dominic distracts Natalya, Rhea gets a few shots in, ball on the outside.
Back in the ring, left side 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Riptide 1, 2, 3. Move on to the next match.
We then go to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. This is the alpha male of our species, the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, how do I say this? Going into this match, Brock Lesnar had quote unquote broke the arm of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, broke it.
So Cody came into this match with his arm in a titanium enforced cast. Which was at some point during this match utilized against Lesnar as offense.
Yes.
In the opening moments of this match, Lesnar dominated by taking Rhodes to a familiar place called Suplex City.
Resident 1.
Rhodes managed to hit Lesnar with a disaster kick. The Cody Cutter. Wondered where he learned that from.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And 2 crossroads for a 2 count. Then Lesnar hit an F5.
Yes.
And locked in the Kimura, but Cody Rhodes managed to make it to the ropes.
Lesnar would keep going for the Kimura lock in the match.
Well, Lesnar went for another F5. That would count it into another crossroads for another 2 count. Lesnar was then able to lock in the Kimura despite attempts to reach the ropes. Cody Rhodes did not tap out, but passed out giving the win to Brock Lesnar by technical submission. However, I think these two matches with Brock Lesnar have done damage to Cody Rhodes' brain cells.
Yes, because on this past episode of Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes challenged, or stupidly challenged, Brock Lesnar to another match.
Whether that match takes place at Money in the Bank, which will come at us from London, England,
Of course, so big up us.
or whether they push it back until SummerSlam, we will wait and see in the coming weeks.
Yes. So now we go on to our main event of the evening as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defend their Undisputed Tag Team titles against the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, and celebrating his 1,000th day as champion, Roman Reigns.
Okay, so both teams make their entrances, right?
Including Sami Zayn dressed in all white Saudi Arabian and speaking Saudi in the ring.
Well, I was gonna get to that. Mike Rome goes to make the
Oh yes.
introductions, whilst Paul Heyman then takes the microphone and does his usual, "My name is Paul Heyman garbage," and does the intro for Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. But then Sami Zayn gets the microphone and does the intro for him and Kevin Owens in Arabic.
Yep, which got the crowd absolutely fired up. As the crowd were happy to see him. Because this was the first time that Sami Zayn had ever been in Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions. So the bell rings.
The bell rings. Zayn starts out the match with Solo.
And also throughout the match, Roman Reigns would taunt the crowd relentlessly.
Aye, just a bit by basically saying, "These are the tag team champions."
I was going to say, yeah, that's what he was doing always with the match. It looked like there was a lot of offense going in the way of the Bloodline.
Yes, well, this was your typical tag team kind of match. We had Kevin Owens hit a stunner on Roman Reigns, but then Reigns would bounce off the ropes and immediately hit a spear onto Kevin Owens. Then Sami Zayn would be able to hit a Blue Thunder Bomb onto Solo for a 2 count. Solo would go for the Samoan Spike, of course made famous by Umanga.
No, it's Umaga, get it right.
However, Zayn managed to escape and deliver the exploder into the corner, and then hit the Helluva Kick. But as is typical in tag team matches, Roman Reigns would come in for a save.
He was.
Then Reigns and Sami would go back and forth on a couple of things. Reigns would attempt a spear onto Sami Zayn. And then, of course, here came the move, typical thing that always happens in main events these days, where instead of hitting Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns would hit the referee, and of course we get your classic left bump.
So the referee is down with no one to count the winning pinfall.
Sami Zayn then hits Roman Reigns with a Superman punch.
Yes, you heard us right. That happened.
And then it looked like Sami was going to go for the spear of his own. That was then countered into Roman hitting a Superman punch of his own. And Kevin Owens got involved in this melee by attempting a proper powerbomb onto Roman Reigns through the table. And then, to anyone who has watched wrestling for any kind of period of time, referee's down. What does that mean? The Usos decide to show up.
Yes, and they attack Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But then this is where things get extra spicy.
Yes, so they attack. They start out by attacking Kevin Owens. Then they go into the ring, hit multiple super kicks onto Sami Zayn, and then together they go for a double super kick. However, Sami Zayn is able to move out of the way, and they accidentally hit their own brother in Solo Sikoa,
With a double super kick.
which unfortunately was seen by Roman Reigns.
Reigns would get in the ring and start mouthing off abuse towards the Usos.
Yes, basically shoving Jimmy Uso. Then he gets into the face of Jey Uso, who's basically trying to say, "We're here for you. We've always been here for you." Then Roman Reigns says, "What is it? It's not. It's not day one no more. Get out of my ring. Get out of my ring." Shoves Jey Uso, only to turn around and eat a super kick by Jimmy.
Much to the massive Tony Ranger and the shock of Jey Uso.
And to quote Corey Graves on commentary, "Jimmy, what did you do?"
Jimmy gets in the face of Jey and goes, "I'm fixing you should have done a time ago, and I'm going to."
And hits another super kick onto Roman Reigns, which basically takes him out of the match. Also, while this is going on, Solo is still the legal person. So, the Usos then leave. Solo hasn't quite recovered from the accidental double super kick, but walks into a stunner from Kevin Owens, a Haruva kick from Sami Zayn, into a cover. Initially, there is no referee in the ring, but a referee quickly runs out and counts for 3-4 count for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to retain the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And ladies and gentlemen, the implosion of a bloodline has begun.
And I envy
Yes, because Yes, because tomorrow night at the time of this recordings on SmackDown, Roman Reigns is supposed to celebrate 1,000 days as champion. that's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, no, maybe. That's no question about that. So let's read the card one more time.
Seth freaking Rollins defeated AJ Styles to become the first and new World Heavyweight Champion.
Stratus defeats Becky Lynch in a one-on-one match.
Give your sister Zoe Stark.
Brooks.
Gunther defeated Mustafa Ali to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
Asuka defeated Bianca Belair to become the new Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown.
Rhea Ripley squashed Natalya to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw.
DC Carlin Lesnar defeats Cody Rhodes by technical submission.
And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn take advantage of an implosion to defeat the Bloodlines, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa to retain the undisputed Tag Team Championship.
So that was it for WWE Night of Champions Jeddah, Saudi Arabia and Jeddah Superdome. We will now be switching from the main roster to NXT for NXT Battleground momentarily. So until then, it's been
Lisa Black Johnson, he's been.
Sean and he said, we will see you momentarily for the Battleground of NXT. See you later.